Pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora and elsewhere. We are sorry for the little technical difficulty for a few minutes, but I'll continue. As I have stated, let me send my condolences all over the world. We got famine, we got flood, we got war, and with politicians all over the world getting caught right now because of the cell phone. They cannot lie as before. This is not the 50s and 60s, or 70s. Ladies and gentlemen, I would send my condolences also to the people of Palestine and Israel for a war that is going all the way into Lebanon, Syria, Iran, and in some African continents, as you know what's going on. I keep asking many questions. Why are people killing each other? For what? Let the president and the leaders of those countries put on the uniform and be in front. And I guarantee you there will be no war. But they want to send your family, your children, maybe you, to go and get killed for nothing while they are hiding in bunkers and pretending that they're doing you a favor. No, friends. The world is too civilized for me to go through that. We have a right to protect our nation, yes, but we don't have a right to fight each other because of political parties. We are seeing an election which soon be held in America, and we are seeing a dispute between the Republican and the Democrat. And if you look upon it carefully, it's a woman versus a man. And every time, insults across the board and humiliation to each. And the backers, the lecturers, many of them who are already rich, in good position, will voice their opinion because they want to keep the position and get more rich, while you, the fools, go to the ballot and put them back in it. I want to make it clear. How many leaders have you voted for and what become of you? How many leaders you overthrow and what become of you? When will you wake up to understand that politicians only speak for you to understand, and behind closed doors they shake hands and drink champagne while you feel pain? We have to come out of slavery, the talk of slavery. Our African brothers and sisters that living out of Africa have to turn a new page to the 21st century. You love God more than anything else. But ask him when you meet him, I, George, would like to know why he allowed slavery for the first place. He is God. He can stop it instantly. Even some of the prophets. Brothers, soul brothers. Friends, today, modern, 21st century, India was slave and still have slaves today by Indians themselves. They divide by religion, Hindu versus Muslim. And some countries, Muslim versus Christian. And some people, they use measures. If you are not a Muslim, they kill you. That's what happened in India. And in some other country, if you are not a Muslim, they kill you. And that is not right. We have to understand this modern time when the world is much more civilized. Whether you say Allah, the other one say Bhagwan, and the other one say God, it's the same person. But how you worship, that's your personal business. Sometimes I ask, who's right and who's wrong? The Chinese. I don't hear them talk about slavery. They were slaves. And even up to today, they're slaving in China. Maybe for economics or for plate of food, who knows? Because you're not getting the news. India. And many other countries. Bangladesh, all about. People can hardly make ends meet, even some European countries. Today, in the Caribbean, our black brothers and sisters in America, out of Africa, talk about the white man slave their ancestor. But they forgot that the Moors was also the slave owners for 700 years from Spain and other countries. Check it out, who was the Moors? And who happens to be the Arabs? Friends, every nation on the face of the earth was a slave sometime or the other to someone or the other. Slavery was a business. Today, we uplift the slave trade and we're going into economics. Some people can't even afford to pay rent and buy food and pay for medical bills and electrical bills and even water bills. It is all economical slavery now. And what caused the lashings in the back 1,100 years ago? You don't speak my language, I don't speak yours. I never see you, you never see me. I don't know whether you're going to eat me, and you don't know if I will eat you. So you're going to protect yourself as much as I'm going to protect myself. But what happens to the European? They build school, they build church to educate you. They either be a white Jesus or whatever. But the point is not the color of the person, it's the message they leave with us. To love, to care, and not to forget the past, because they teach you what happened in the past. If not, they would have burned the books or didn't even write it. Today, you, the black race, are the only one out of the slave trade from India to China to Africa still spoke about slavery in the Caribbean, the America, and in Europe. You are not helping the situation. India is free, ruled by Indians, divided by religion. China is free, ruled by Chinese. Who are slaving who? Europe, they used to kill the leaders, the king, chop off their head because of slavery. This world begins in barbaric times. It's a new generation turned up. With the cell phone, we can see the world. But in the Caribbean and the America, why race have to be a message in a political campaign? Guyana also is race and religion. We have blacks versus Indian, Indian versus blacks. But there are 6 races in Guyana. Portuguese, Chinese, Indian, and African descendants. They're mixed race like myself, who mix with everything else. And the native Indian. So you, the black brothers in the Caribbean and Guyana, who rule this little island, where are the Arawak Indians or whatever was there that your ancestors met? They die out? They were killed out? We want to know. Because the white man was in Africa, you still have Africans. He was in India, you still have Indians. He was in China, you still have Chinese, but he was from Jamaica to Cuba, right back to Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Haiti, Dominica, and all these places. Where are the natives? Sometimes we have to draw a line and stop with our nonsense. Ladies and gentlemen, I live in Guyana and I born there with a mixed race. I born in British Guyana and I understand what goes on under the British. There was uncle, auntie, brothers and sisters, not coolie boy and black boy and coolie girl and black girl. It was madam, son, uncle and auntie, till come Bonham and Jacob. They were one in the same party, black and Indian, with a lot of other black inspiration, black leaders, who was there, men like Wilson, men like Guyana, and many more. But, as I might say to you, Jacob was an Indian, and maybe few, but there were more blacks in the PPP than there was in any other party for the formation of the party. Gina Jenkins was there, the Jewish American white woman from Chicago or wherever she was. Friends, Dr. Jenkins was an Indian who called for communism. He was warned by John F. Kennedy not to bring communism into Guyana because what happened to Cuba. When Khosrow was told to turn back the ships when they were bringing bombs into Cuba, just next door to Florida, 86 miles or 90 miles straight. Nobody wants to have bombs placed next to their country, especially in a time when everybody is fighting to exist and to spread out. The French had war with a neighboring country. The British had war with them, and they all come together to fight Germany. But after World War II, there was a different sentiment. They are united them. They form allies. But in Guyana, the Caribbean, and elsewhere, and to be honest, the British Empire stretched from the Falkland to Belize, Galveston next to Guatemala, on the mainland of America, and Guyana. In the Caribbean was a few: Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, Dominica, Trinidad and Tobago, and many more. The Bahamas. We must not forget the Grand Cayman Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, as much as Jamaica, we have to draw a line and understand. Stop looking back into the past to create a bigger problem for the future generations that are ready to take this world by storm. We are divided. We are fighting each other for what? I understand that blacks would like to rule America. They would like to rule the Caribbean as they are already. And they will not want no other person in another dimension to rule it, like an East Indian, a Chinese, a European, but just blacks. But what will that benefit you if you cannot give a chance with others or form a national fund government with the interest of all together, all the brains together, to make humanity better and make their life a better place for the world? Friends, today, Georgetown, Guyana. I have lived through the border era, and I have seen a lot. I've seen what blacks done to Indians and other races in the Amerindians. But when you speak like this, you don't like black people. Why? I don't like what they do. But not all black people. Africans have done it. There was uncle, auntie, brothers and sisters. But that black boy and coolie boy and black girl and coolie girl was uncle, auntie. Until Jake and the bottom arrived. And when they split, was PPPB and PPPJ. You had men like Brinkley Ben. You had many great black scholars and leaders in that party until they split. But Barnum and Jagan was never an enemy, as the blacks and the Indians seems to look to or believe they didn't like each other. It was politics, because America didn't trust them. And they say it is better to take the less of all evil. Who was Barnum? Everything that Barnum do from 1 to 10, Jagan advised the 7 on it. From nationalizing like that. These two gentlemen had wanted to own everything, so they would have been the owner of the country. Barnum, according to information, is alleged to pay a lot of land from the Amerindian or the Essequibo Coast, what was given to them from the British after they decided to leave in the people-owned country. We have lived to see the military. 90-something% of civil servants was black under the Barnum government. The few Indian who was placed there were soup drinkers, and yes, only God knows what they do, but the women didn't go there peacefully. Many had to use their body plus the qualification. Friends, are you not ashamed that when you watch at yourself and you have daughters, realize what you have done for others will do to yours? Or your sons? Take me, yours for right. I joined every political party to move on. I didn't do it against heart, because the man ruled with discipline. When he started to carry out the mission of hanging, many blacks was mad and Indians called him Gandhi. You name him, they call him all kind of things, lift him up out and like him that he's a god. Only to be disappointed in the late 19th election. Where is Vishnu Bandhu, United Republican Party leader Bob Gangadir? He died. Where is Vishnu Bandhu? I don't hear anything. Where is Ravi Dev, who spoke about India 7 out of 10 times? But he's not living in India. Friends, Guyana is another Indian country. And the same way you blacks talk about slavery, you must also look at the Amerindian and realize you're living in this country. Even though it was taken away and y'all get it first, and then the Indian, the cheap labor, who don't talk about slavery in the sense, and the rape and everything that happened to them, even though their own are more corrupt than any blacks, because their own put them in whole house, exploit them, rape them, and bribe the police to make fictitious charge and lock up the victim. Even Anthony Snow, in his restaurant, he was never there when this man ran. That when there were created problems because of an Indian businessman not too far from there. When Snow returned, opened up a bay garden and a restaurant with TV screen and pool table, he was giving the man a lot of opposition. And according to information, it's alleged, first they sent an Indian man to cause trouble. Snow was not there, but in her place was cameras. There was a security guard there at the place. It's a mall. A black security guard. A black guy started to fight with an Indian in the parking lot. Going to the step up to the restaurant. Snow drove in at the time when he saw the crowd. He know the Indian guy because he come there buy beer and drink. He part the fight with others where they bite the security fingers and he'll take his ring. We don't know what become of the security after that day. Whether they pay him out to shut up or they kill him, we don't know. But Providence police, black police, want $1 million from Snow to settle it. Settle what? We would rather die than to give up the black corruption and Indian domination. Get that straight. Our hands are clean. We don't thief, we don't sell drugs. We don't want what you have. But so help me God, we will not sit down and allow you to put your finger in our eyes and we say, thank you, Jesus. It will be a crisis. Venezuela wants 60% of the country. Brazil wants to come through to the Atlantic Ocean. My name is Korean. You have the finance, the Alfonso, the Vera. They are Portuguese all over. We don't want to divide Guyana. It's not ours. We don't want power. And if it was not for the Portuguese man, the guy, collected with the black man, Guyana would have never had an independence. And what become of the Guyana finance minister? When he talked about what an Indian minister was doing with the money to build conversation free road on the East Coast, Barnum listened and get rid of him. And he put a man named C. Ladies and gentlemen, where is Barnum today? Where's Dr. Jagan today? Height was better than all of them. Till from David Granger, who was trying, but what can somebody do in 2 years? It takes 2.5 to 3 years to correct the mistake for what was already there. But he made a mistake, according to information is alleged. He said too many young black boys in prison. He didn't see Chinese, he didn't see mixed race, he didn't see Indian, and he didn't see the Amerindian. Now, those are not leaders. He pardoned a lot of people. Did he pardon Indians, mixed race, Amerindians? I don't know. But regardless what you do in this world, ladies and gentlemen, there is a God. Providence police. We got a list of names who take bribe and who are wanted. Bribe to settle case when you didn't do nothing. Lock you up. And all the fictitious thing that I see, and even I today sit here talking to you, Papa Snow was wrongfully imprisoned. Because I, George Correa, speak for everybody. I never speak to be a leader. I back black, I back Indian. But I want to see unity amongst the 6 races. And I become an outcast. And that was used against my son. But let me tell you clearly, from Ramjatan to Nagamotu, from the magistrate to the police, all of your names are in a big file, just waiting on a 4-letter word. T-I-M-E. Time. And if you die before the time, God hear my cry, your children shall eat their fill and drown on the surface that to deny a man or woman justice. You hear? Mr. Ramjatan claimed he resigned. Personally, I believe the PNC get rid of him after the joint after with AFC, after fooling the Queen, or after fooling the country. And he used that against my son because I said, how How can black people so stupid? These two Indians, Nagamutu and Ramnatan, grew up to hate black people. And today, they couldn't be president and prime minister in the Indian party. Kamara kicked them out. It's an act. They joined AFC after fooling the country and fooling the police. And you black people hop them up like if there's a part of you. Only months after I said that, Mr. Prasad bring down the black government. Is y'all learn nothing? Today, you hear these words. The Coolie government. Look what the Coolie government is doing. But they forget what the black government has done under Burnham. Not I. Not David Ranger. Let's face reality. You can't want to throw filth in my face, and when my turn comes, and I throw some mud in your face, you're talking about the mud, but you're not talking about the filth. Come on. Due to that wrongful imprisonment of my son, and corruption in the police station and the courthouse, I want the magistrate, the judge, the prosecutor, and all the police to know we have your name. We are passing it down. You may kill a few of us. You might disappear a few of us, but when the time comes, it will be all of you who live there and your family. We are not threatening you. Revenge does be a beautiful thing. But we don't need to go that way. And if I'm wrong to talk this way, America was too bombing Japan because Japan tried them in Pearl Harbor. Japan have to surrender. Sometimes you have to use the measure in order to bring peace and prosperity. No man live forever. Okay? So for you, the black police, who taking corrupt Indian businessman money to laugh up innocent people, and you illiterate Indian drug dealers and low life, who taking money for make up people business because of some police businessmen, who name I won't mention, but we got a name. All cases against us and other people shall and will be reopened. And if they have burn the jail, burn the registrars of those documents not there, then the people will be picked up and run down. That is when a nation has made dictators who don't look back. But when you talk like this, you are a terrorist. You're a revolutionist. No, you want revenge. What have I done to God? I never spit in his face, nor piss by his foot, nor kick him. But if I don't do good to humanity, I don't remember him, I'm going to hell. I never even seen the devil. Come on. But you kick me. You lock up my child. You rape my sister or my mother or my aunt. Must I leave yours? Man, even if your daughter is 2 years old, she has to be raped too. But it is unfair to that child, isn't it? But it's not unfair to the one that you do it to. Now I'm speaking to the educated black people and Indians. What you don't like for yourself, don't like for others. Today, I hear all the false promises from Burnham right back. All the ministers in Parliament got shares somewhere or the other. I got land somewhere or the other. And all their friends are taken care of. And family. What become of y'all who put them there? A country of 83,000 square miles. Why everybody didn't get a piece of land to build a house and money to build it? Burnham closed down the Bauxite Company, Reynolds, Mackenzie. He closed it down. He destroyed the free train station. A sister was talking the other day. People living on the dam, that's where the train used to pass. They're living in latrine, toilet. No running water. If you can't get running water to drink, or you will get water to flush. That's one. Secondly, the government running like 20 people keep in life. When you talk, you act. When the people go into government, when all you all say the team, you can see development. That Indian love to develop. I agree they spend $100 the team thing. Without a doubt. Either make the bill higher so they could get the matches. Either race like that. Friends, you may not like what I'm saying. Today, the oil money is there. I see Mr. Ali says every house will get $1,000 US, 200,000 Guyana dollars. Then they break it down to 100,000. Okay? And many people are crying out. Yes, you have a right to cry because inflation is high, food price gone up. But did Biden give you anything? Not a penny. Did Hunt didn't get a chance to give because he had to repair a lot of damages. Did Mr. David Granger give? Only maybe friends and family. Now, today we are looking. Now, when we think only the black police and soldiers are corrupt, the Indians are in the police force too. Well, Indians are the most corrupt people in the face of the earth. You fight for land. You fight for things that don't belong to you. You love the voodoo man. You are very, very, very spiteful, jealousful, and ungrateful, and covetous. But the decent one again, like the blacks, stand aside. Friends, there is good and bad in every race and nation. There are good Europeans as white people, and there are bad ones. There are good Indians as Indians from India, and then they are bad. They're good Chinese and they're bad ones. They are good Africans and they're bad ones. The good and the bad goes together. We all make mistakes, but it comes a time that we must correct it. Now I heard the Vice President Barra Jackmere say every Guyanese that have a Guyana passport or an ID card will get 500 US, 100,000 Guyana dollars, wherever part of the world you live. And that sounds very nice. But I want to make it clear, once you're out of Guyana and you're not living there, you should not get it unless you return to take residence back into the country of origin. Because first, to begin with, the 9 Amerindian tribes, each one of them should be given access to land, money, any part of Guyana to build because it's they, old Ali, and Barat. Can you go to him and take the Jesus jail or Muhammad? Or even a piece of land? Tell me. There's hypocrites in every society, in every family. Even I got family problem with my one daughter who's hiding the fault for her husband who killed his own mother and blame it on her brother because she's stupid and he's far older than she. She never lived to see that these men who insure you kill you. Many women coming to America, Europe, marrying European white people, and they find them dead fictitiously. Who if fall off of cliff, shoot themselves. Who will do that is a robbery. But my daughter, and I'm telling the truth, but the truth will come out, and I got a young son who's a lawyer. Hate my other son and make an accusation, even lie on me. I put him out of my house. I pull a knife on him. Well, my own enemy was in my house in America, eating a drink on my table. We may not like each other from the way we think and we act, but I cannot live without you, or you can't live without me as a human being. Because I cannot be living in a jungle with lions and tigers when there's a human next door. Friends, we all have a right to disagree to agree. But we also have a right to unite for what is right for humanity. Sometimes I wonder, where is this world going to? We got people. You Indian, you go to the Obeah man to destroy your own for nothing. You beat your father, kill your mother, your brother for land and money. There's a story in Guyana the other day where an Indian woman killed her daughter, put her in a suitcase and was in jail. And they released her early, and public outcry, they put her back. That is unfair. Once you put her out, she should have stayed out. She didn't break the jail. What law you got? If that is a mistake, then she had a right to be out because you got a mistake killing her own daughter over a man, according to information of property. Friends, When you can kill your own and lie on your own, you could do to anybody own. But talking for what is right, she didn't break the jail. Like the man who come out from the lockup, light make down a fire, caught the information in his heads, and went back in and sit down. What a fantastic story. Huh? A man waiting with his fiancée to bring down to make a report. Sit down waiting inside a several police stand up. And pepper spray was spraying me and his woman's face, and they blame him. You black people. May God have mercy upon y'all in Guyana when the time comes. But the good ones. The good ones. May God bless your mother, your father who bring you to this world. School you properly. And may your offspring enjoy this world when you are long gone. But for the wicked, may them and their own eat the filth that cometh from them, and crawl the streets as a curse upon them. From magistrate to judge, from prosecutor to police, to ministers in government. Even a minister of the church robbing people coming from other islands. And I spoke to one about a case, and he tell me his God don't get mistaken. He God make. You know what he's saying? Come on, friends. We must got a different God. But I say to all of you, what we are going through with a family problem, or what you stranger done to us, we learn. I hope you all know nothing goes unfazed, and what goes up has to come down, and what goes around shall and will come around. Sometimes when you hear people kill out the whole family, you cry, oh God, they were good to you. You don't know what they do to those people. Did you? When you hear police get accident and lie in Garston Hospital, and you hear them dead, you don't know who killed them there, because what they do to them, or soldiers, you don't know. The easiest way to kill a police or soldier or anybody who wants to, wait when they get sick and go which hospital they go and go bribe the doctor, because you love money, or bribe the nurse who giving the injection, or bribe the supermarket where they're buying the food. So there's a million ways to kill a bastard if you really want to take their life. But if you did not give it, you shouldn't take it. But you don't have a right to interfere with decent people neither. You rape a man's wife by gunpoint. You shoot him. The children witness what you done. But you escape, they remember you. Because they play dead. When they attack your house, they have a right to clean it. Don't leave nothing when they don't burn it down. Like you do it to them. But when you talk like this, oh, you hate people. You hate the Queen. You hate the black. No, we hate what you are doing to one another and doing to people. That's why dictators come together to wipe the disease out. And who is more dictator than God Almighty? Anyone you see him? Y'all even kill the prophet that he sent. Stone them to death. Put Jesus on the cross. Muhammad had to go to war and fight to save him. And he named God. And he drowned the war and only saved 8. And a Pharaoh of every living thing. I know somebody, you hurt them, lock them up wrongfully, kill their family, and they come to your house and they kill out your family alone but left your brother and sister. You can't blame them. They're better than God. They personally attack you and your family can you done them all. Where is justice? What is right and what is wrong here? Take Israel. A prime example. 1947 there would have been in Guyana. If I, George Collide, would conduct this guy and put them in Guyana, I could do it, I would do it. They would have developed Guyana and it would have been a better country. There would have been no invasion, killing, war, slaughtering innocent women and children, journalists, doctors, UN workers, and the UN do nothing. Only talking was inspired, but we are backing them with guns and bombs and planes and think that's aiding and abetting in criminality. But there is a God. Great empire fall. And it looks like we are about to hang. We are barely hanging. And today, in America, we live to see history. We live to see in our time A young black brother mixed with European white blood by the name of Obama ruled America for 2 terms. But nevertheless, a mixed race, he was called a black man. Why? Can a zebra be a horse or a mule? Or can a jackass be a rhinoceros or a cow? Friends, anything mixed is mixed. Then I heard the stupid saying from some educated blacks, followed by the uneducated, if you get 1 drop of black blood in you, you're black. What about if you got 1 pint of white blood in you? There's not a drop of pint. That's what you should be, being a black person, man or woman. Friends, let's get out of this illiterateness and love humanity and give God thanks for it. Stop the killing. Stop the lying. Stop using young women as your little Lalita, your little prostitute, because you have money. You are nothing better than a rapist, but you use your money. You make them hungry, and then you turn back, and you do them wrong. And what you do to them, you can't even do to your wife for a few dollars because they're hungry. And you all go to the mosque, you go to the Hindu temple, you go to the church in the name of Allah, in the name of Bhagwan, in the name of Jesus, you hypocrites. Follow the teaching of those names you call. None of them had a prostitution shop. Only Muhammad can say go with a 10-year girl or 9 years if he was living in America with a daily, a child. According to information is allowed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spend more time to understand one another, unite, and make this world a better place for humanity. For we are going, and the next generation are coming. What are we creating? More hatred, more devastation amongst the nations. That's why I congratulate anyone who marry out of the black race or white race or brown race or yellow race into marriage. And anyone who crossed the religious standing to marry any other person with a different religion is the matter of God, humanity and God. It is God, the devil, and man. Come on now. If you put an African black woman with a European white man, as you say, and they fall in love in a romantic moment, if they can't make children, that's the will of God. Same goes for any race. What if they could bring forth? Then it's blessing of God Almighty, Allah Bhagwan. So what is your problem? Tell me. Today, Barrett Jagdeel and Ali is sharing the oil money. But my advice to you, Mr. President and Vice President, no Guyanese who live out of Guyana should get that money. Double the amount and give the people in the country suffering. Give them land to build house and money to build house. And put somebody to say bill. Close all whole house down. Unless the man who got the whole house use his mother, his sister, and his grandchildren if he got any daughters. If he can't do that, then he can't open one. And no more rum shop. Let them buy the liquor from the supermarket and go home. And everybody must live together as one and open up the door to Africa, India, start the emancipation and day of arrival and speak as a citizen. But also today, Guyana don't have a leader belonging to Guyana. We have children of slaves who emancipated but not going home. And we have children of chief labor who can go home but don't want to go home. So who's ruling Guyana? Children of slaves and chief labor, immigrants, occupiers. So none of you can tell Israel nothing. Because they're wrong, you're wrong. And if you're right, they're right. Come on now. Let's press it here. With this, I call upon the international community to start to do what is right and stop this war immediately. Let's unite. Let's give love and peace a chance. And for you in Guyana, open up the door to Africa, India, and others and give people opportunity to come and mind their family, but make your laws. We shall not tolerate a religious conflict, a racial situation, or a division between people because we think we're better. That is my message to the world. And if Ali is doing good as he is, it's our duty to support the man and keep him until we find a real leader and form a national front government. We'll have blacks, Indian, Chinese, Portuguese, mixed race, and of course the Americans could be the leader, and we will have a beautiful country. Why not we try it? What do you think, Barrett? Ali? Nothing? But may God be with all of you until we reach let's unite and let's do the right thing and give justice the chance to prevail. No one is above the law. Thank you.